Good afternoon, everyone. In Grand Prix round 3 in 2021, Lewis Hamilton leads the championship. He's 7 points better off than this stage last year. Max Verstappen, a massive 28 points better off. Valtteri Bottas, after his worst opening 2 races in his Mercedes career, has chance of redemption today. That DRS zone down the main straight, which helps many of those overtakes, has been shortened by 120 metres. We'll see what difference that makes. The tyre compounds, the same as they were last year. C1 is the hard, C2 is the medium, C3 is the soft. And the medium tyre, very much the favourite race tyre. 1 DRS zone. Verstappen starts his lap.
It looks like a Mercedes-Benz Formula 1 car again though, doesn't it? Turn the wheel, in it goes.
Bottas through turns 1, 2 and 3. We've seen a few cars spin this week already. Coming out of turn 2, Bottas negotiates that safely. Looking for a first sector time to stay on the pace of Verstappen, and he's underneath by just 2/100ths of a second. Don't discount Valtteri Bottas out. He quite often saves his best for last as well. Charles Leclerc, first sector, matches Bottas. Max Verstappen's never had back-to-back poles in his life. He has now in Formula 1, and by nearly 4/10ths of a second, Max Verstappen has sent the Red Bull garage into raptures. He's on pole. Charles Leclerc joins him on the front row. Bottas comes to the line now, crosses the line, and it is only third fastest for Valtteri Bottas. Norris now starts his lap. We are down to the final flying laps in qualifying. Norris, during practice, has been pushing the limits of this track, often going over the limits and looking a bit scruffy, but doing what Schumacher did once upon a time, pushing the limits to find the limit, and when he finds it, he's finding pace as well. And now in the middle sector, Norris ahead of Verstappen, but Lando Norris, never been on pole in his career before, is after him. Can Lando Norris beat Max Verstappen? He misses out by 4/100ths of a second. That is another sensational lap from Norris. Carlos Sainz 4/10ths down on his teammate. Perez only 5th fastest. Through the middle sector he goes, and he's lost time in that middle part of the lap. Mercedes on the back foot. They've not been sandbagging. They've been very insistent on that. And they've got problems with that car, but they've overcome a lot of it so far this weekend. Quite a way off the pace according to that time. To the end of the middle sector, still doesn't look to have been the greatest lap for him. Hamilton getting towards the end of his final lap in qualifying here under the lights in Bahrain tonight. It's not going to be pole position, not going to be anywhere near pole position. He stays 5th fastest. That gets almost as big a cheer from the Dutch fans as Verstappen taking pole. It has been a sensational day if you're wearing orange or your car is all dressed in orange. Verstappen on pole, Lando Norris on the front row.
Yes, nice job guys. That's an amazing weekend so far. Really proud of everyone. This was really enjoyable to drive, and on the track when the pass was a bit more difficult, so really well done.
Absolutely outstanding job, Lando Norris, but Red Bull, they are going to be so happy with this result. Verstappen P1, Leclerc P3, Lando Norris on a medium tyre, and that gap between them and the charging Mercedes at Hamilton, that is going to make a dent in their race tomorrow afternoon.
Here's the grid then, front row lockout 4, and it's pole for Max Verstappen, second Lando Norris. second row, it's third on the grid, Charles Leclerc. Fourth, Valtteri Bottas. Ahead of his teammate Lewis Hamilton, who starts fifth. Sergio Perez starts sixth. The final row of the grid, Nicholas Latifi and Carlos Sainz. And it's lights out and away we go. It's Verstappen ahead of Norris. Leclerc is already ahead of Bottas. Closes off the threat of Hamilton and into turn one we go. Lock up behind, but Max Verstappen's through safely, as is Norris. Leclerc is, and then comes Bottas and Hamilton. They're making up places already. Hamilton ahead then of Bottas. Oh, Charles Leclerc goes off. As towards turn three we go now. Max Verstappen in the lead from Norris and then Perez. Then comes Hamilton, Bottas. Back comes Carlos Sainz. Perez thought he got that move done. Carlos Sainz is about 3/4 of a car length in front. Perez has got the inside line. They have crashed. They've gone into each other.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
Yeah, he's gone really deep, and that makes the right-hander really tight. He knew immediately he'd got to go and cover the inside. The slightly compromised exit.
Charles Leclerc
Going to go the long way round.
That is Max Verstappen, the race leader, and he has spun coming down the hill. Verstappen has lost the lead by spinning out.
And he got a little bit hot as into the chicane, managed to tiptoe around.
And Norris leads the race.
Okay, check a second penalty for that. Elbows out, we're going to get them.
Norris has a penalty as well.
Negative, nothing for Norris yet.
Perez with a question mark in his tone there. DRS, here comes Max Verstappen looking to make a move on car number 55, Carlos Sainz, and that is a move that he makes with great aplomb.
Cancel lift off, Max. That front right disc is waking up.
Good evening.
Okay, Valtteri, we need to tire the car. Slow in, slow in.
Copy.
Valtteri Bottas could find himself out of this race. That it is. Over for Valtteri Bottas.
I'm losing power. I love the engine.
Stay close enough to make a move around the outside of Village. He's going to go for it. It's Charles Leclerc. That is absolutely epic.
Absolutely beautiful. I say the word again. Wow.
Come on, baby. Yes. Hey, what's going on with the battery?
Battery fine.
No, it's not. What the f*** is this?
We can see the issue, Max. It's not battery related.
What do you want me to do?
There's not a lot we can do. We can try to make it into the pit lane, please, Max.
Max Verstappen is out of the race. That's Charles Leclerc, and that is a very big accident. And we've seen a brake failure from Latifi, and we have just seen a huge accident at the Parabolica involving Charles Leclerc as well. That Martin Brundle was horrific to look at.
There's a big jump, but it's quite a big cushion. Quite a big cushion to run into, as long as it doesn't ingress into the cockpit.
Are you okay? Yeah. What a big crash.
And he's got better pace than Carlos Sainz, and into the first braking zone they go. At turn two, Hamilton makes the move on Carlos Sainz.
Mercedes is absolutely rapid in a straight line, isn't it?
Lewis, you can win this race.
And we've got a yellow flag, and there's a big crash at the back, because we've got a Williams into the barriers. And for the second day running, that Williams is Nicholas Latifi.
It'll take some clearing up. There's a lot of debris on the track. Hopefully the drivers are okay.
I don't understand.
And I think that backs up Paul what you were saying. Shock of talk, and he didn't understand.
Dangerous around him.
Go, baby. Let's go. Come on.
No one's challenging for the win now. Norris is going to be a Grand Prix winner in Formula 1.
Oh, baby! Oh my God! Let's go! Oh! Yes!
Absolutely outstanding.